This is the new TC Pride Podcast, Episode 13, Part 1 of on-location coverage of the 2016 Pride Parade. Twin Cities Pride Podcast, on location of the Twin Cities Pride Parade, and I'm here with
Bill.
And I'm Danny.
And Jay.
And can one of you or all of you tell me, what does Pride mean to each of you?
Well, it's a special day. I mean, it's we all come together as one, and you know, we fought, and now we're celebrating, and that's what we're doing.
Pretty much the same thing. It's just a good day to get together and hang out and be yourself.
You know, it's visiting with friends and family and just really celebrating love and peace and just having a wonderful day.
And I saw a lot of buckets going around for the Orlando people. That was wonderful.
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, happy Pride.
Thank you. And can you tell me, can one of you tell me about your first Pride or one of your first Prides?
I was terrified during my first Pride, actually. It was in Madison, Wisconsin, and I think there's maybe 500 people there and maybe 50 brave souls that were able to walk. And but we went to the park afterwards, and it was just, it was actually, it's an incredible feeling of being with people that I knew were friends, and really that's when I came out. So, you know, scary but terrifying and wonderful all in one.
My first Pride was in 1983. Talk about how old I am. But it was really a blast. It was a lot of fun, and it hasn't changed a whole lot. It's people coming together.
Mine would have been 1992, and probably don't remember a lot about it because I was young and stupid.
I've heard a few of those stories. I love those stories, actually. Okay, so for people that couldn't make it today and that are listening to the podcast later, can one of you describe a little bit about what's happened here so far today?
A lot of unity. The heat is fabulous. A lot of people with tents and food and water. They're just handing it out and just being very social. Very fun.
Well, thank you very much for your time today, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of the parade. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Thank you.
Twin Cities Pride Podcast, on location of the Twin Cities Pride Parade, and I'm here with
Tatum. Emily.
And can you tell me, either one of you, what does Pride mean to you?
Pride is just a place where everyone can be themselves and feel accepted. It's where people can be happy.
And can one of you tell me about your first Pride experience?
This is her first Pride. This is my second last year, and it was amazing. Of course, I wanted to come back.
Thank you. So this is your first Pride.
It is. It's been great. It feels like one big community. Everybody's very happy. It's great.
So for people that are listening to the podcast later, can you describe a little bit about what's happened today so far?
Well, so far we've come to the parade. There are a ton of people here. The sidewalks are packed. There have been a ton of floats. Everyone's really happy, and we're all having a great time.
Carlotta.
And can you tell me, what does Pride mean to you?
It means love. It means that we all love each other no matter what race, what color, what creed. It don't matter, as long as we're just human beings, and we all just love each other. You know?
Well said. Can you tell me about your first Pride or one of your first Prides?
My first Pride was back in 97 when I just first came out, and it was amazing. And my father loved me no matter what, and I know my mother up there in heaven loves me no matter what, and she'd be proud, and so would the rest of my family.
Thank you very much. Hey, can you tell me, for people that weren't here today, that are listening to the podcast later, can you talk a little bit about what's happened here today so far?
Man, we're just seeing all kinds of people giving away like stickers, and our congressmen and senators and everybody are here supporting us, and it's amazing. Happy Pride.
Twin Cities Pride Podcast, on location of the Twin Cities Pride Parade, and I'm here with
Lindsay.
Ray.
And can I ask each of you, what does Pride mean to you?
A celebration of freedom of choice and love.
Life and love for everybody.
And can one of you tell me about your first Pride experience?
I actually can. When I first moved here when I was 19, people would avoid the cameras and TV stations that were interviewing people. We didn't want to be seen the next day at work. It wasn't, you didn't want to be seen, and you didn't want to be out as gay. It's a whole nother story now. It's beautiful.
Judy, and this is my daughter.
Hello, I'm Jerry. I work for the Pride Institute. So it's just lovely being here and seeing everybody so happy together and celebrating.
It just feels happy in the air.
Hi, I'm Jonas. I'm here with my daughter, Kaisa. It's really fun. It's the first time I'm here, and it's I don't know. It's fun. I'm born in Sweden, but I lived in Minnesota for 15 years. I haven't been to a Pride celebration there either because I lived in a small town, but I know that they have Stockholm as a giant celebration each year.
Twin Cities Pride podcast on location at the Twin Cities Pride Parade, and I am here with
Jesse,
Nikki,
Kylie.
And can one of you tell me, what does Pride mean to you?
Well, I came out last year, like a week before the Pride Festival, so it just kind of means like a lot of support and a lot of like understanding, and it's just a fun time with everybody, and you know you're going to be accepted.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. This is my sister. A lot of the people in my life are gay, and I just really love being here and all the energy and showing that support.
It means regardless of what's going on in the world, that there is so many people like that support this community.
Thank you. And so for people that are listening to the podcast that weren't here today, so can you describe a little bit about what's happened today so far?
It's been fun. There's just a lot of energy, a lot of color. Everyone's just dancing. It's just, there's always something to look at, for sure.
Yeah. So the parade's going on right now. My favorite part was the dancers. They looked like some Native American dancers. And that was really cool. So I just love seeing, like in front of us, there's a Target float. You know, like there's large corporations that really support this, as well as the smaller organizations in the community as well.
Anna
and Jamie. It's just so great to have all of these proud people together. I love my community, and it's wonderful that we can be happy and proud and, you know, embrace ourselves.
And can one of you tell me about your first Pride or one of your first Prides?
Oh, I was so excited. I had just come out, and I was like so happy to be just super gay, not have to hide it. You know, you can hold your hands with your girlfriend and not worry about, you know, anything. It's really relieving.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago, and it was just great. I was dating a trans woman at the time, so like to be somewhere where people didn't stare at us was amazing.
It's the most gorgeous day, and there's just so many great people and so much happiness and love. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I think the coolest thing is seeing everyone cheer that like churches and stuff are supporting the gay community.
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride!
Twin Cities Pride podcast, live on location at the Pride Parade, Pride Weekend 2016, and I'm here with
Carla.
Hi, Carla. For people that are listening to the podcast, can you kind of describe kind of what's happened here so far today?
A lot of fun, a lot of energy.
Puppies.
We love puppies.
Puppies are awesome.
Yeah, puppies are awesome. What the puppies are awesome. And we got these great glasses.
Describe them for people that are
PRIDE across, and you feel like you're looking like a fly because there's all these dots through the glasses. And you know what? I've been out since I was 20. I'm 50, and it feels good that everybody is accepted now.
Wow. So then what does Pride mean to you specifically, sort of more in a more broad sense? What does Pride mean to you?
It's okay to be out, and it's okay to be open.
And a lot of people here would agree with you today, I think.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for your time.
Right.
Twin Cities Pride podcast on location of the Twin Cities Pride Parade. I'm here in the VIP section, apparently, right? One of them anyway. But I'm here with
Karina.
Hi, Karina. How'd you score these awesome seats?
Got here late and no one was up here. We thought we'd be kicked off, but so far so good.
Awesome. Can you tell me, what does Pride mean to you?
It's a celebration of the community and brings everyone together to support each other, and it's always a good showing.
Can you tell me about your first Pride or one of your first Prides?
Oh my gosh, I guess I just come every year for the last 5 years or so. I'm from St. Paul, so it's always been a part of the yearly calendar.
So the reason I want to talk to you is so for people that are listening to the podcast later that didn't get to experience this, can you kind of describe a little bit about what's happened so far at the parade?
I don't know. Leanne, what do you think?
Hi, Leanne.
This is my first Pride. I'm from Kansas City, and we don't have a big Pride. And just walking in and seeing all the love and support for the community was really emotional. I kind of got a little bit choked up, and the moment of silence for the victims in Orlando was really touching. And then the dancing and the singing and the cheering just is really invigorating and inspirational.
Thank you. Can you tell me a little bit about this dancing here? It looks like there's some people doing some traditional dancing, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of drums and feathers, and I am super into it.
Petra. To me, Pride is just celebrating all people for who they are, and my sister and her partner are here in the parade, and I'm here with my family, and it's just such a fantastic way to just celebrate everyone.
And can you tell me about your first Pride or one of your first Pride experiences?
It was probably about 5 years back or so, and it was here. It was in this city, and it was just fantastic. It was a wonderful experience. So I would have been an early teenager, and it was a really good way to show me that there is such a strong community here in the Twin Cities. Well, I'm older now, and and I live here now, and it's even cooler in a way to be here and actually be a part of the community and be able to kind of join with everyone that I know and everyone that I don't know and kind of just come together and just have a wonderful time and, honor the people who have sacrificed and gone to great lengths to be able to provide for all of the people here.
Twin Cities Pride Podcast, live in location of the Twin Cities Pride Parade, and I am here with
Kate, Abby, Austin.
And can one of you tell me, or all of you, what does Pride mean to you?
I think it's a one day a year where everyone comes together as a community and feels very unified and supported in our work as a queer community to be out and proud. And it just feels really warm and good.
We're here with a group of friends. It's friends but family, so it's family.
Like 25 strong plus kids, I don't know. There's a lot of us here. We come every year to this corner.
I was just going to say, this is my wife, right? Yeah. And these are our twins and our 3-year-old. It feels amazing. The parade is always my favorite part of the year, and I just love the sense of community and freedom and authenticity that this day brings. Pride means to me the chance to be visible and loved and in a warm community space.
I just think all of the folks in our community hopefully are here, and you can feel that with all the variety of people here who are doing all sorts of different things and showing their Pride colors in lots of different ways.
Happy Pride.
Thank you. Happy Pride.
Brian.
Alan.
Pride means being okay with who you are and being okay with who you want to be.
Pride means celebrating our past and our future together. My first Pride was up in Chicago. I went with my sister and her partner, and we had a great time. It was a lot of fun.
I was in Columbus, Ohio. I was with my partner, Alan, and it was all about being okay with who you want to be.
It's great to see how far we've come with being inclusive in the general population. So it's nice to see how we've made a lot of progress by showing that you can have pride in being who you want to be and expressing it the way you want to express it.
Annalisa.
Carolyn.
Karen.
Liz. And my mom.
I just told my niece in the restaurant just now that all this is showing me is nothing but love. Love.
One love, baby. One love.
Definitely love. I know I don't run out, so love, and more love.
Pride means that I can marry my wife.
My first Pride is with my niece when she first had to tell us that. And she was so afraid, but we let her know it's fine. She's good. We love her.
It was just amazing. I was scared to go, but once I got there, it was fun. We're seeing lots of amazing. We've seen different kinds of groups, all different backgrounds, churches, different programs.
All this is love. That's what it showed me.
I'm Sandy Unger.
And can you tell me, what does Pride mean to you?
It means a celebration of all people. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are, who you love. It's just a celebration of humanity. I'm proud to be here. I'm here with my friends, my community. My partner's working today, so I'm here just to enjoy the love from everybody around me. My first Pride experience was New York City. I grew up in New York City and moved out to Minnesota back in the 80s. So my first experience was New York and the subculture at that time, the baths, the Stonewall riots, the whole bit. Lived through that. And now you can see just a generation later, here we are. It's a way to celebrate the world. And the world has changed so much. And I'm proud to be able to have experienced all of that over the continuum.
Seth.
Greg.
And Luther. I've been coming to Pride here for 16 years. So my first Pride experience was a lot different, I think, because I was really young and I didn't know anybody, but I felt really comfortable being here, maybe for one of the first times in my life. And so I'm really happy that we have this.
Thank you. What about this Pride? How does it feel to be here celebrating with all these people 16 years after your first one?
It's really great, especially to see, older people, young people, people of all shapes and sizes and colors. And it's just so exciting. I feel like our community is getting more diverse and more inclusive every year.
Dawn Froyland.
Jeff Book. This is it. This is it. This is my
first Pride.
This is it. The first time we've ever been to one of these, and I'll come back. It's been a good experience. It's just, I think it's a good thing for Minneapolis, and I've supported 100%.
The TC Pride Podcast has been a production of Podletter Media and Twin Cities Pride. Subscribe now on iTunes or Google Play and submit your first Pride story at myfirstpride.org.